What is up, everybody? It's me, Moldy Joe, giving you guys another commentary battle from Medieval 2 Total War. This time I am playing as Egypt out in the desert, going up against Portugal, it looks like. And I gotta say, this was my closest game ever in a Total War game. It really came down to the wire. So my army has 3 Royal Mamelukes over here. Got about looks like 3 Desert Archers. I have a line of Tabarderia, and I got about 3 Sudanese tribesmen. These guys get a combat bonus in deserts, so I brought them along. And I also have 2 units of Nafatoon. They got their nice little fire bombs that they love to throw. My opponent is making it up this hill before I am, and I gotta say, I've made a few mistakes in this fight, which I'm gonna own up to right now. First of all, I should have brought spearmen to this fight. I don't know why I didn't. I thought my Mamelukes might have been enough to protect me, but they were nowhere near this fight, so they get a great charge on my Sudanese tribesmen. Kill, I don't know, like 50 of them it looks like. Yeah, so my opponent takes this hill instead of me, which is going to be very problematic. He has musketeers. I get a charge on his musketeers, but looks like my Royal Mamelukes are probably going to get cut off here and isolated. My opponent's brought a very good army, and it's going to take everything I got to defeat him. So it looks like the cavalry are getting into a fight here, and my opponent is getting the better of me. I'm getting isolated, I'm getting outnumbered. Also, I set the game to take place during nighttime, so it looks a little bit more cinematic. Those fire arrows coming in on those conquistadores. They got really good armor. None of them died from that volley, although a few of them were hit, so... oh well. Desert Archers aren't the most lethal of archers, but they get a combat bonus in desert, which is why I brought them as well. Yeah. My opponent is making great use of his cavalry. Just all around. I am getting pretty destroyed on the cavalry fight, I will admit. So I'm totally just all over the place. I need to move this guy here, move that guy there. He's making his decisions way faster than I can react. But it looks like he has pulled his musketeers a bit too far back, so I'm doing alright in the missile department. One thing that's helping me out is this hill is going to be blocking most of his musket shots. And, which is a good idea that I brought archers, because they can shoot up and over hills, whereas his musketeers need a straight line of fire. Musket balls do have a hard time passing through friendly troops, so if he does shoot me, he's also going to be hitting quite a few guys in their backs. Which isn't so great. These Sudanese tribesmen are getting shot up pretty badly too. So yeah, now I've brought a lot of my melee troops into this fight. I scared off some of his cavalry with my Nafatoon. Of course, I have to protect them. They can do just incredible amounts of damage if you leave them to do that. You see, I'm going to completely destroy his Portuguese knights. Yeah, look at that. Now his cavalry is going to get into my Nafatoon, rightly so, because those guys are probably the most threatening unit I have. I love using Nafatoon. They're awesome. They can totally turn the tide of a battle. And one of my Nafatoon gets cut off. I managed to get the other one to escape, and I can start chucking in more fire bombs. So I did pretty well at taking care of his knights and his conquistadores, because my opponent has kept his musketeers away from the fight for the most part. Which, I mean, they are a good unit and you want to protect them, but if they're going to stand there and not do too much to swing the battle in your favor, you're just not making the most out of them. These cavalry are getting dangerously close to my Nafatoon. But lucky for me, I think they end up routing. I'm shooting them with fire arrows, I'm throwing fire bombs at them. Yeah. These Nafatoon save the day for me, not even joking. So these tribesmen are going to come into this fight, and they'll be attacked from the rear. have fire bombs thrown in their back. These guys are going to be routing soon enough. Now, I don't... Yeah, these musketeers are going to be able to shoot my tabarderia, but they're not going to be able to hit my desert archers. So my desert archers are free to take as many shots as they want at these guys. And at this point, most of my infantry is dead or is going to die. So my strategy at this point is going to be use this hill to avoid the musketeers. Because right now I have free reign to shoot these musketeers with my desert archers. Musketeers do not have the most armor in the world. They're actually very, very lightly armored, so my archers are going to be able to take them out pretty nicely. Here my general's bodyguard has only 2 people in it, so gotta watch out for that. Don't want to lose my general too quickly, because this fight is very close. Here my Sudanese tribesmen tried to chase off some musketeers, and they're getting run down by Portuguese knights, and they rout. So, bad move by me. Now, I only have a few tabarderia left. My Nafatoon are still in play. Man, that guy could throw far. So I'm trying to get to their lines, of course. My opponent has them on skirmish mode. They're also shooting at me. Very difficult. He still has 1 unit of cavalry out and about. So I'm going to sort of play it safe here and take cover behind the lip of this hill. My desert archers do have very long range, so they can go toe-to-toe with these musketeers, because these guys don't have a line of sight on me. And I want to keep it that way. Right now it's about 50-50. I have lost more men than he has. But I still have some infantrymen, although they're very banged up. Yeah. So let the skirmish fight begin. And the main lesson of this game, folks, is don't rely too heavily on musketeers. Know which kind of map you're going to, and know your terrain. Right now, if this guy wants to do anything with these guys, he's going to have to run them all the way up to about here to be able to get a line of sight on me. And I'm going to exploit that. I'm going to keep my guys right at the lip of this hill so that if he comes in range to shoot me, I can charge at him with tabarderia. So I'm putting him in a bit of an awkward position. My archers are really tearing this guy up. So he's going to have to... I don't know, he's in a tough position. He's going to have to make it up here to shoot me. But if he comes up here to shoot me, I'll chase him off with my infantry. So although these guys are very deadly, archers are a bit more versatile. If my opponent used his musketeers differently and had them around to support his troops a bit better, oh yeah, definitely I would have lost this battle. And it looks like these guys are going to break off soon. Not yet, though. They're really separated. But yeah, my desert archers are saving the day for me right now. If I didn't have them, I'd be screwed. If I had no archers, you know, game over. There'd be nothing I could do. Let's just speed this up, because right now I'm just going to have to skirmish the crap out of this guy. Desert archers are slowly getting their kills. These guys are shooting at me, but they are just not able to hit me. Can't really arc those bullets. And it looks like these guys got a little bit too close, so I charged my Mamluks in. I think they did hit one of my archers a little bit. Luckily, they didn't rout. Now, all that's left in this unit of Royal Mamluks is my bodyguard. So I'm like, man, this guy could actually die during this fight, so I'm going to charge my archers into this fight. That's right, using my archers as a melee troop. Go get them, guys. Never mind, they routed. Lucky for me, too. I'm also going to have to take some shots at these Portuguese knights because they are a threat. No doubt. His general is still alive. Yeah. They got some good point-blank shots on those guys. But here I'm going to have to charge in my general, sacrifice him, and get some Tabarderia into the fight as well. Oh, looks like he's running away also. We got a good cat and mouse game going on here. We'll just have to figure out who's the cat and who's the mouse. But these guys do not like being shot in the back with arrows, I can guarantee you that much. What are they trying to shoot at? Are they going to shoot their own general? Oh, they're aiming at my bodyguard, it looks like. Yeah, I think he's going to go down right here. But he's going to go down swinging. Look at this champ. Yeah. At this point I realized, hey, I got to get rid of these knights. Even if it means my own bodyguard dies, as long as it lets me pin him down for a little while and get some shots in at him, it's worth it then. I charged my Nafatoon up this hill because my Tabarderia were in a melee fight. I wanted to help them out, but it looks like my these musketeers are getting into a melee fight with my Nafatoon, so I decided to pull them out. And they ended up routing. Luckily for me, I think they come back from routing, which is frankly a miracle because my general's dead at this point. So these guys are heavily outnumbered, but they're going up against musketeers, so it's a bit of a wash. These guys are pretty cool. They got them big axes, swinging them around. But these Portuguese knights, they're going to cause some trouble. But hey, lucky for me, I killed their general. And I'm shooting in some fire arrows, hopefully trying to scare them, cause some panic in the ranks. And what do you know? I succeed. Routed off these guys. Of course, these musketeers got free range to just shoot me as much as they want. Yeah, they're going to hit some of their own troops, but at this point it's probably a safe gamble to take. And my Tabarderia break off. Boo-hoo. So now it looks like I got some Desert Archers and some Nafatoon. That's about it. And he has 2 units of Musketeers. And what do you know, these Musketeers are beginning to crest the hill and have a line of sight on me. So seeing how bad that is, I'm like, well, screw it, I'll charge my unit of archers that has the least amount of men just to scare them off. Oh, hit my own guy in the back, lit him on fire. That wasn't fun. Sorry, buddy. That's a pretty flammable robe you got there. And these guys are going to shoot my dudes and rout them. So now it's just me, my 1 unit of Desert Archers, and my Nafatoon. It's a very good skirmish battle. You can tell if it weren't for this hill, I would be in quite a lot of trouble. And my dudes get shot here. Luckily, practically a miracle that they don't rout. but they're going to charge up this hill, get into a melee fight, and my Nafatoon are going to do their Nafatoon-y thing. And we break off these guys. And I'm going to chase these dudes off the hill. A good thing about Medieval 2 is that the higher elevation you have against who you're shooting at gives you way, way longer range. Like, you'll see for a second here just how far my guys can shoot because they're standing on the top of this hill. And they're standing at a way so that my opponent can't see up the hill and hit me. I'm standing a little bit back at the tippy top of the hill. Yep, no line of sight for you guys. But my guys are ready, willing, and able to keep on shooting. Now, seeing this, I think my opponent pretty soon is going to make one last heroic charge up this hill and try to grab victory back from me. I mean, he can't stand there and keep on taking these arrows. I was actually surprised at this point that I still had like about a third of my arrows ammunition left, so that's lucky for me that I didn't run out too quickly. And these guys look like they're gonna rout right about now. And look at that. We had maybe like 50 dudes left in our army. Both sides massacred each other. Very good game to my opponent. We actually had a rematch right after that, and he beat me pretty closely, but yeah. It's always fun playing an opponent that outsmarts you, you outsmart him. He's a pretty good guy. Had a lot of fun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little slow-paced in the middle, but it was really tense for me. Showed a lot of good skirmishing tactics used by both sides. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.